Makeup with Rue, and today's look is going to be very bronzy, very warm, very much giving rich skin. So if you want to see how you can get this look using only a few products, and majority of them you can find at Ulta or even CVS, girl. If you would like to see how to get this look and do your own makeup for your own high glam event, for your own homecoming, or whatever else, cocktail party, then stay tuned to this video. You don't want to miss it. Okay guys, so first things first, we're starting on a clean face, which is already moisturized, and I'm just going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. You can get this primer from your local Ulta or CVS or Target or wherever else. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this is in the color 400. I believe the name of it is Caramel. So if you do shop this, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and link it in my bio for anybody that want to go ahead and get this off Amazon. They do have it on Amazon again, and I'm using the color Caramel. But right now I'm just lining my brows, edging them up. Now normally I don't fill my brows before I do this step, but I did go out earlier and I had to have a brow, okay? But then I just spread it over my eyelid because, as you know, I use concealer as my eyeshadow base or like my prep. And I'm just using like a flat tip brush, adding a little bit more concealer and spreading it out over my eye. And then once that's spread out, I'm going to go in with some more e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I just like to put little dots of primer all over. Then I'm just going to like get that rubbed into my skin. I really love the e.l.f. primer, especially this Power Grip. I think they did their big one when they came out with this. It is literally so good. But I'm just getting in all of the spots that the foundation is going to touch. So you want to make sure you're hitting your T-zone and pretty much all over your face if possible. I also put primer under my eyes, like in the crease of my eyes, just to help like my concealer last a little bit longer. So after I prime my face, I do let it dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my everyday L'Oreal Infallible foundation. Literally lasts me all day. And if you didn't see, I'm using the color 525, which is like a golden warm undertone. And then I was just showing you the different foundation brushes that you can use. That is the e.l.f. airbrush foundation. Very affordable. I really love that brush. I have a couple of them actually, but today I'm just going to be using the e.l.f. Maquillage, which I really enjoy as well. It gives me like full coverage. It just lays my product on very nicely. And as you can see, the skin is already looking rich. One thing I like about L'Oreal Infallible is that it's not just dewy, it's like a demi matte. It's like a natural matte. On the skin, it just looks natural, it feels natural, it's very comfortable. You honestly forget that you're wearing foundation. And I think the blend is really nice, like to be a drugstore foundation and for me not to have to mix foundations, I think it's really good. Now granted, it is slightly darker than me, but I just go in again with my L'Oreal concealer in the color 400, and I just re-highlight those parts of my face that need to be brightened up. So my under eye, the end of my eye, like the corner of my eye, my T-zone area, and then I also do a reverse contour. So instead of putting the contour, I reverse it. if that makes sense. Well, you'll be able to see what I'm doing in the video. And then I'm just showing you that I'm using a fluffy blending brush. I like to use this to blend out my concealer because it doesn't leave any harsh edges or anything like that. So if you can get your hands on like maybe a medium-sized fluffy blending brush, I definitely recommend it. I don't remember what this brush is. I've had it for a very long time. It's lasted me a long time. It's been through so many washes, but it is a really good brush. To be honest, I might have gotten this brush from like an Ipsy subscription, like maybe like after 2020, but nonetheless it's really good. And as I'm blending out my concealer, I also like to blend out the concealer that is on my lids and blend it all together. And you can kind of start to see that highlight come back to my face, but the colors just kind of begin to ombre effect, so to speak. And then of course, as I mentioned before, I like a little extra highlight, so I do go in under my corner of my eye. And then I use the black Opal foundation stick for my contour. So if you're looking for a long lasting contour, in which, side note, I only do this for my nose when I'm using this particular foundation, but if you want a long lasting contour stick, get the black Opal foundation stick. It literally works like a contour stick. It's really good. And I believe that was the color Sweet Espresso. I do also have another one that I like as well, like different colors of them warm. And then I was just showing you the different brushes that you can use for your nose contour. Some of the brushes that I feature that I don't necessarily use on myself, I'll use them for clients. I think because I'm a creature of habit and I kind of know my face and I know what works, I kind of stick with the same products. I replace things like when it needs to be replaced, or if I just see something I really want to try. But if it ain't broke, why fix it? So then I'm just going in with the translucent like medium powder, and I'm just going on top of my highlighted concealer so that I can set it, because what we don't want is that concealer to start creasing and sweating and doing all the things. So what I'm doing here is literally just setting it with powder. I also set my lids with powder so that my eyeshadow goes on seamlessly and it's not sticky or anything like that. I also use the Maybelline pressed powder as well, and I use that for like the reverse contour area, and I also use it to smooth out the lighter powder. Then I'm going in with my Morphe palette, and I'm using like this burnt orange color. I did show you the color that I'm using, but I'll go ahead and drop it in the description box. And remember guys, fluffy blending brush, circular motions whenever you're working in the transition color part of your eye. So that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. Circular motions with my burnt orange color. It just adds warmth to it, and I think this kind of color lessens the harshness of when you add black or a dark brown, which is exactly what we're going to be doing for this look. We're going to be putting a dark brown at the corner of our eye, which is pretty much going to give us that smoky look. So I want to make sure that I use a transition color that is soft but still warm and will still make the color pop without it being just black and harsh. So we're going to use the Morphe Neutral Territory palette. You can also use Juvia's Place Coffee Shop or whatever palette that you have that has warm neutrals. Now, I initially started using the black, and I used a slightly smaller blending brush, and again going in circular motions. This time I'm blending it into the burnt orange color, but notice that I'm not going above the burnt orange color. Like, I'm really just putting it under there. So as I said, I started with the black, and then I started adding some dark brown into it to give it a little bit more color versus just black. I wanted it to have a little bit more warmth to it, because a lot of times black is just black, or black is a cool black. You know, most of the time it's not like warm. So I'm just adding that in, and then I'm doing the same thing to both eyes. If you watch any makeup tutorial, they will tell you what you did to one side, you want to do to the other, because you want everything to look symmetrical. So even if you messed it up just a little bit, you at least want it to begin to look symmetrical. And you don't, but my point in doing that here is so that one eye isn't too heavy versus the other. Like, I don't want to have one eye darker than the other, so I tend to go back and forth between the two. So I'll blend until I get to a level that I like, and then I'll go ahead and do the other eye and then bounce back. So what I did on the other eye when I started with the black and added dark brown is exactly what I did on this eye. And then right here, I'm just building a little bit more depth. I just wanted to give a pop of color. Now, I will say that this look was a lot more rich in person than it was on camera, of course. And then I'm just showing you the color that I'm adding to the middle, but that I'm blending into that smoky eye. And this is like a brown goldish color. On camera it simply looks gold, but it's more of a brown metallic. So I'm adding that in again to get a little bit more richness, and you can begin to see the colors build. And then I'm using a like flat fluffy brush, so to speak, and I'm just pretty much packing it on there, pack it into the eye, blend it into your ombre. And then I'm gonna go in with a lighter color. It's called SBN from this palette. So you don't have to have my exact palette, to be honest. You could literally go get you a LA Girl Colors eyeshadow palette and replicate the colors that I'm using. A lot of makeup skill is about blending and using colors that work for your skin tone. Maybe you are a little more cool, or maybe a little more red or golden. So just do what works for you. Just follow the technique and build upon that. And then for my blush, most people like to either put it on the ball of their cheek or the height of their cheekbone. I like both. So I put it all the way, girl. I start from the ball of my cheek and I take it up, because I love how blush looks from the front, and then when you turn to the side, I love that. So that's what I do. And I like that blush really warms up the face, and it also blends that concealer back into the skin as well. So if you did have any harsh lines, you know, your blush might save you, which is why I like to continue with the powder blush rather than the liquid blush. So we're just blending, and then I also use my same blush brush to do my highlight, just because I find that it softens the highlight versus when I go in with like a fan brush or a separate brush and add the highlight. Like, you can see even on camera how subtle that highlight is, but it's popping. Like, you don't miss her, you don't miss my girl. Then of course we have to add lashes, because lashes set it off. I mean, honestly, to me, the eyebrows, your lashes, and lip gloss literally makes a difference. Now in this video, girl, when I did that lip combo ate. But I wish I would have put some gloss on that. I wish I would have put a little bit of gloss on it, girl. I think it would have took it up a notch. I think I'm gonna do that lip combo again with a little bit more pink and then like gloss. Okay, sorry, I'm skipping ahead. So anyway, add your lashes, pinch your lashes. Don't be afraid of wearing lashes. If your eyes water like mine did, just take a little tissue and literally like just pat your waterline. even pros water every once in a while. It's okay, don't panic. What you don't want to do if your eyes water is start blinking like crazy, because then it's going to start running and you're going to have to fix it. And if you don't know how to fix it, you know, you'll be messing up your makeup, girl. So get you a little sheet of tissue or a Kleenex or whatever, and just dab that waterline. I like to wait to do my powder at the end, just to make sure that everything sets really nicely. And today's look is very bronzy, very pretty, very rich and deep, even to the eye look. So for our lip combo, we're gonna go in with the NYX lip liner, and this is in the color, I've been saying Curl Hopper, it's in the color Club Hopper. That is the color that we're gonna be lining our lips with. So let's get right into it. And then we're going to be using the NYX Pro Lip Cream Palette. This is what it looks like. And then I'm going to go in with this color, but this is pretty much our brush. It's very saturated, and I'm just gonna go in. I know it looks super white, but girl, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Do you know me? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No, girl. And you know what? I was gonna add gloss, but no. This is it. This is it. This is it. Girl. Somebody throw their shoe. Somebody throw their shoe, because the way, I'm sorry, but the way I just ate this look up, oh girl. And mind you, I have to clock into a 9 to 5. It's giving evening. It's giving, I should have had on a ball gown. It's giving, maybe I need a crown or something. Someone please go pick me up a crown. Like, she's giving all the things. Okay, let me clean up my station. We'll be back for looks. Till next time. Oh, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Thank you.